Ooh. Did you feel that crack? I felt it. It felt good. Now let's get back to the beginning. Who am I? And what got me here? So, in elementary school, I loved play fighting. It was just so much fun. Now, where I got all that play fighting from was from WWE. When I went home, I would watch WWE. I thought that shit was real. And you know what else happened? I have two brothers. Each of them 1 year apart. We all loved watching it. In fact, once we were done watching it, we would go in our rooms and we would wrestle. It was fun. I loved it. It was just so much. It was competition. There was just something about competition. And so, in elementary school, all of the other kids watched WWE. So, you know what happened? Recess class, that was our time. 15 minutes, we go out there, let's go play fight. It was just fun. And so what else did we do to communicate with each other? We joked around, we would make fun of each other. It was just the way we were. And then we would play soccer. But as you can see, my relationship with my friends in elementary school, the way we would communicate with each other would result in a problem once I got into high school. And so high school came along, grade 7, and I was the only kid from that elementary school that came to Westmount High School. And it was hard making friends. So what did I do? How would I communicate with people? Well, I made fun of you. But I was joking around. It was not out of any intention to hurt you. However, the kids in that school took it seriously. They didn't like it. They didn't like me for that. And so what would they do? They would bully me right back. And I was a young kid. I was very, very skinny. In fact, when I was 9 to, I would say by 12 years old, I was medically anorexic. I just didn't eat. The reason why I didn't eat was not because, when you're a kid, you just don't eat. The reason why I didn't eat was because I just was so addicted to video games. I was addicted. More time playing video games, that means that I got cut out eating. I don't need to eat. I really didn't understand the importance of eating anyways. I didn't even like it. All I wanted to do was play my video games. And so, going back to the story, the kids there were much bigger than me. And they fucking picked on me. They picked on me. But you know what? The person that I was, I gave it right back. But that was for the first month of school. I did make some friends. But I just want to emphasize how many enemies I made. So then, one particular point came by where, I'm not going to say his name, but there was this one particular student in my class that would just oddly, physically bully other kids. And that dude, at that time, was one of my friends. He was very strange why he would just pick people up and just throw them on the ground. And him and I were cool, but I had a feeling that one day this guy is going to turn on me. And that day came. It was lunchtime. We were outside in the back of the school. For no reason, he just grabs me and he throws me on the ground. I was like, what the fuck? And then you know what he does next? He puts his foot on my head. And in that moment, obviously I got up and I tried to fight back. He was just much bigger than me and I was too weak. And I was like, I can't fight this guy. So in that moment I realized, man, I'm really weak. Can't defend myself. I used to defend myself in elementary school. Now it's just became an issue for me. I was a little worried for my safety. And so as time went by, another opportunity came. I was at home. Two of my brothers that I just mentioned decided, hey, let's do a push-up competition. And I was like, what? I don't know what that is. Anyways, so what happened was they went down and they attempted as many push-ups as they could. One of my brothers did 30. The other one, he did like 25. So as they were both done, they looked at me and they were like, all right, now it's your turn. And I was like, okay. Never done a push-up before. If he got 30 and he got 25, I might as well get at least like 15 or something. So I went down there and I couldn't even do one. I couldn't even pick myself up. And they just laughed at me. I remember that. But I didn't feel bad about myself when that happened. In that moment, I told myself, you know what? Every day, I'm gonna do as many push-ups as I can once. And eventually, I will get to 50. And my other motivation was that the fear that, hey, what if in gym class they make us do push-ups? I don't want to embarrass myself and not be able to do one. So, what did I do? I stuck to it. I did as many push-ups as I can every day. I did 1, next day I did 2, next day I did 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I wouldn't even get the number up, but I'd still do it. Eventually I got to 50 push-ups. At one point, we got to 70, 80, but let's just stick to 50 right now, because at that time, it was in grade 8. That same kid who pushed me on the ground and he put his foot on my head, in the hallway he decided to just randomly push me into a locker. And as an instinct, I pushed him right back. And then he looked at me and he was like, holy shit, you're so strong. And I was like, damn, I'm strong. And I wondered, it must have to be the push-ups. So I was like, damn, these push-ups made me stronger. And then it just fueled me up. I wanted to do more. I wanted to do more. At a certain point, I was able to do so many push-ups that I wanted another challenge. So I started doing sit-ups. I started learning how to do planks. I would take sandbags or whatever I could in my house and I would do rows. I liked it. I liked getting stronger. And then, at 15 years old, one of my brothers got a gym membership. And when he got a gym membership, I said, I want a gym membership. At that time, I didn't think it was possible because my parents were not willing to pay a membership for us when we could go outside and work out. Exercise is exercise for them. And so what did I do? I harassed my mom. she kept saying no. She doesn't want me to sign up at a gym. But I really wanted to. My reason was because, well, if my brother has a membership, I should too. So I told her, it took me a whole month to harass her. The only time she said yes was when I asked her on my birthday. I just turned 15 years old and I told her, for my birthday present, I want you to give me a gym membership. She said okay, but only for a month. I was like, okay, it's better than nothing. So when I got signed up, I went all 30 days. Because my mom paid it. She paid for 30 days. I might as well go for all of them, not waste it. But I did know that as the days went by, it would hit 30 and I would lose my gym membership. And my friends knew how dedicated I was for it, how much I loved it. I loved it so much that I invited my friends to come work out with me, to sign up at that gym. What did they do? They did that. And they liked it too. So then once the month went by, I was like, all right, it's time to go back and do some home workouts. I didn't like it anymore. I was like, I love the gym a lot more. So my mom said that don't ask me again once you get that membership. What did I do? I went to my older sister and I harassed her to give me a gym membership. She kept saying no. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the time. Whatever. Excuses, excuses, excuses. And I knew, but she said only for a month. So I was like, okay, at least I get a month, better than nothing. So I went to the gym and I worked out. Obviously I didn't do 30 days, but I went to the gym and I fucking worked out. And then I knew the 30 days was going to come. So I'm like, man, I love this so much. There has to be a way for me to get a gym membership. So I said, why don't I start working? So I got a job. Got a shitty job. I didn't care. As long as it paid my gym membership. So that's how it all started. I loved it that much. And it wasn't the fact of just working out. In that moment, it was the vision that I had that I wanted to achieve. It was also the fact of being strong. I just loved doing it. It felt so natural to me. So that's the reason why I started working out.